What's up, exiles? Today I'm doing something crazy. I spent 2000 exalted orbs to buy 500 reliquary keys, and I'm going to open every single one to find out if Reliquary Vaults are actually worth farming in Path of Exile 2. That's right, 500 vaults. By the end of this video you will know exactly what the loot pool looks like, calculate the total value, and answer the ultimate question: can you profit from Reliquary Vaults, or is just a trap? Stick around because I got some insane drops you won't believe, and at the end I'm going to show you a time-lapse of all 500 openings. Every single unit was tracked and recorded. The goal here: get a true sample size to see what the actual drop rates and profitability look like. No cherry picking, no RNG highlights, just raw data from 500 openings. Alright, let's get into what I actually got. I'm going to break this down by item category, and then I will talk about the big ticket items. Bows absolutely flooded out of these vaults. I got 44 crude bows. This was the single most common unit. One rolled 250 increased bonuses gained from quiver, and it's worth about 1 orb of annulment. One at 249% and one 248% worth about 30x. I got some 245%, 241% and 242% and 240%. I'm planning to quality socket and core up to try for more than 250% plus rolls. I've got also one Splinter Heart, 3 Rampart Raptors crossbow, 6 Mist Whispers, 6 Chobber, 11 Tangle Talk, 2 Earthbound, 4 Dusk Vigil and 2 the Blood Thorn. The next tab contains weapons and shields. I've got 37 Pillar of the Cage God, second most common unit overall. I got 5 Lycosite, 3 Doom Gates, 2 Wolf's Bane and 1 Window to Paradise. Also I got 4 Arvil's Will, 6 Oak's Warn and finally 7 Rise of the Phoenix. The next tab, I've got also quite a lot of body armors. They were in the very solid variety. I got 3 Ghost Ride, 4 Wave Shaper, 2 Cloak of Fame, 4 Gloam Gown, 6 Black Daub, 7 Necromantle, 7 Enfolding Down, 4 Fogshade, 5 Bramblejack, also 5 Rat Cage, 2 Gloam Form, 1 Bitter Bloom, 2 Kingsguard, and the singles Prayers for the Rain, Prayer of Embrace, Soul Mantle, Brick's Warp and Apron of Emiran. I also got some one-handed weapon, 8 Brian's Mark Wooden Club, 1 Frost Breath, 2 Dark Defier, 1 Trench Timber. I also got a few quivers, 2 Black Gleam, 1 Rear Guard and 1 Asphyxia's Wrath worth about 50x. I also got some wands, 4 Enezun's Charge, 3 Life Spring and 2 Bone Worn. Right now onto the focuses. To focus: Death Rattle 2 pieces, Threaded Light 2 pieces and 4 pieces of Eternal Spark, 3 Hawk Hands, 1 Chain Sting and 1 Tidebreaker. Onto the next stash tab, I got quite a lot of helmets. I got 9 Adsiri Disdain, 11 pieces of 3 Dragons Solid Masks, 5 Black Sun Crest, 11 pieces of Radiant Grief, 3 pieces of Leer Cast, 5 pieces of the Crown of the Pale King, 4 pieces of the Devouring Diadem, 4 pieces of Irian's Gobble, 2 pieces of Wings of Kaelin, and the singles Thirsteel, Date Bell, Innsmouth, Starconia Head, 1 Gold Rim. Right now onto the boots. I've got a lot of Corpse Weight, in total 14 pieces, 9 pieces of Wanderlust, 3 pieces of Birth of Fury, 2 pieces of Brave Patch, 2 pieces of the Infinity Pursuit, 3 pieces of Gamble Sprints, and the singles Wonder Trap, Legion Stride and Luminous Pace. Right now, gloves. I got a lot of Kitoko's Current. I got 17 Kitoko's Current, 9 Painter's Servant, 4 pieces of Diodor's Tenure, 3 pieces of Demon Stitch Tear, 2 pieces of Idle Hands, and the singles Blue Flame Braces, Grip of Winter and ring mail gauntlets. And the last touch tab, rings absolutely dominated these vaults. I got 39 Venter's gumballs, only 3 of them rolled plus 20 spirit, 23 Poltzikern rings, just 3 of them with 28% increased cold damage. I already sold one for 1 divine orb, 7 whispers of brotherhood and only one with 10% skill speed. The rest were trash vendor, 2 pieces of death trash, 4 pieces of hardbound loop, 2 pieces of minx heart, one of them with gain 35%, 2 pieces of black heart, and now the singles, venopuncture, black flame, gifts from above, and last one, 7 call of brotherhood, topaz rings. So rings are super common, but the problem is most of them are rolled terrible. You really hunting for those with high rolls to make any money. I got also a few amulets, 15 pieces of everlasting gaze, 4 pieces of beacon of Aziz, 2 pieces of anvil, 2 pieces of fire flower, solar amulet, and I got one with +4 to level of all fire skills. This one is worth about 3 annulment orbs. And the last one, Angel's Harmony, which is just vendor trash. Right now, belts, 2 Cowards Legacy, 2 Maginor's Griddle, and 1 Midnight Braid. I also got 2 charms, 2 tablets, 1 is worth 2 annulment, and finally the big one, 2 headhunters. That's right, not 1 but 2 headhunters. The first one dropped at opening number 420, and just when I thought my luck was done, the second one dropped at opening 491. Each one is selling for 20 to 21 divines right now. That's 40 divines total, which is for today 24,840 exalted orbs. After 400 openings, I was actually down. Then that first headhunter saved the entire experiment. The second one at 490, pure profit. Okay, right now moment of truth. Let's calculate if this was actually worth it. 2000 exalted orbs, 500 keys, 4x per key, major profits, 2 headhunters, 40 divines, this is huge, 2 grand project tablets, 3 high roll crude bows, about 295 exalts total, quiver asphyxia's wrath, 50 exalts, 1 Poltzikern sold for 1 divine, which is about 621 exalts, 3 Ghost Ride, 15 exalts, 5 exalts each, and other smaller uniques, about 500 exalts. Even being conservative and not counting every single unique, we are looking at approximately 40 divines from headhunters alone, plus another 1100 exalts from other notable drops. Total value about 26,000 exalts. Profit right now, investment was 2000 exalts, return 26,000 exalts profit, which give us 24,000 exalts and roughly about 39 divines. So yes, it was a massively profitable, but here's the thing. Before you go dumping your currency into reliquary keys, let's talk about what really happened here. I got extremely lucky with 2 headhunters, but let me tell you a real story. First headhunter dropped at opening 420. After over 400 volts, I was down hundreds of exalts. This drop saved the experiment. The second headhunter at opening about 490, just few openings from the end. This turned out from breaking even to good profit. Drop rate 2 in 500 give us 0.4%. That is 1 in 250 odds. Let's see what happens if I will remove those from equation. Without headhunters, 2000 exalts total value. That means I wouldn't entirely broke even. Maybe a small loss after time invested. Those 2 headhunters worth 24,840 exalts are 95% of my profit. Without that RNG at opening 420 and 490, this would have been barely worth it. This would have been barely worth it. And look at when they drop. I almost gave up after 400 openings. If I had stopped at 400, I would have lost big time. What this means? What this means, most openings will not be profitable without jackpot items. The loot pool is heavily weighted toward common uniques like Crude Bow and Pillar of the Cage God. Most Vendors, Polsikern and other uniques rolled poorly. Basically, vendor trash. Maybe you're asking yourself, should you do this? If you are gambling for fun, go for it, it's exciting. If you are trying to make consistent currency, no, this is not the play. If you have a huge capital and want to gamble, you need to understand that you are playing the lottery. Better consistent currency strategies, farming breaches, expedition, high tier maps. So what I'm gonna do with these uniques, corrupting the crude bows, gambling for more than 250% plus rolls, selling all the usable uniques, vendoring the complete trash for orb shards, and of course I'm gonna sell headhunters. So there you have it, exiles. 500 Reliquary Vaults open, and the verdict is profitable this time, but very risky. The headhunters saved this entire opening, so if you are thinking about farming Reliquary Vaults, go in with your eyes open. This is a gambling, not a farming. You could open 400 and get nothing and hit the big at the very end. Was it worth it for the video? Absolutely. Would I recommend it for the consistent currency making? Probably not, but hey, I did it, so you don't have to. Now you know exactly what to expect from Reliquary Vault loot pool. If you enjoyed this data-driven experiment, smash that like button and subscribe for more Path of Exile 2 content. Drop the comment below, would you open 500 Reliquary Vaults, or would you have given up after 400 like I almost did? And also, let me know what crazy challenge you want to see next. Thanks for watching, exiles, and may your RNG be better than mine. See you in the next one.